going on, everybody? Joseph Hadid here for Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your news, your local community. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us on this Sunday, June 26, 2022. This is your host, Joseph Hadid, for Worldwide Sport Updates. And, ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, I would like to say my sister this past week on Wednesday, June 23rd, gave birth to a baby boy. He's my first nephew. And if you happen to see me, ladies and gentlemen, please congratulate me. Or if you happen to hear this podcast again, I am now an uncle to a nephew, nonetheless. On this day 5, welcoming him to the world. Also, ladies and gentlemen, this past, last weekend, of course, we had my cousins from New York come down as we were throwing a graduation party for my other cousin that lives here, of course, in the local Allentown, Pennsylvania. And as I was sitting down with them on the table, we were discussing about the possibility that the New York Jets might possibly become a playoff team this upcoming season. So if you happen to hear this podcast, when you get a chance, ladies and gentlemen, please give me your thoughts on, do you think the New York Jets are a playoff team this upcoming season? So let me know what you guys think. All right, let's recap the long week that just transpired, ladies and gentlemen. Again, hopefully everybody's having a great weekend. And speaking of the NFL, ladies and gentlemen, we have lost legends this past week and players. And also we have retirement news to go along with it. NFL legend, ladies and gentlemen, Tony Saragosa has died at the age of 55 this past week. NFL legend Tony Saragosa, 55 years of age, passed away. A cause of death for the former defensive lineman has yet to be relieved. Saragosa, a 6'3", 340-pound defensive tackle, initially broke into the NFL with the Indianapolis Colts as an undrafted free agent in the year 1990 and became a full-time starter by the 1992 season. In 1997, he signed with the Baltimore Ravens and then went on to become a key development on the legendary 2000 year team that won Super Bowl XXXV. Following his playing career, Saragosa gained national fame for his role as an NFL sideline reporter and analyst for TV Fox. He made audiences laugh with his unique style and knowledge of the game. Also, ladies and gentlemen, rest in peace to Jalen Ferguson, Baltimore Ravens linebacker who passed away at the age of 26. Jalen O'Neal Ferguson was an American football outside linebacker and defensive end for the famous Baltimore Ravens. In a statement made by the club, they announced the tragic passing of the Ravens linebacker. The statement further added that Ferguson was a kind and respectful man who had an infectious personality. The Baltimore police immediately responded to a home in the 400 block of Linchester Avenue, following the report of a questionable death on Tuesday. Ladies and gentlemen, Tampa Bay Buccaneers tight end Rob Gronkowski has announced his retirement on a social media post Tuesday, much to the relief of defensive coordinators, end zones, and football operations everywhere, and to the dismay of party boats, keg suppliers, and contact irrigators. Rob Gronkowski announced Tuesday that he has again is retiring from the NFL. This time, he means it. Gronkowski relieved his plans on Instagram, where he often shares merry tidbits of his merry life, such as the Gronk Beach extravaganza in Las Vegas and clips promoting the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards, which he co-hosted in April this past year. Of course, he did across his 11 NFL seasons. Gronkowski, 33 years of age, a serious football player with a very unserious personality, living the strategy league with sort of a playful destructiveness. He went on to win 4 Super Bowls in total. 3 came with New England and 1 came with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, where his body eventually betrayed him and hindered him from maximum injuries. He tore a knee ligament, broke his forearm, and hurt his back. Ladies and gentlemen, let's move over to some Major League Baseball news. Shohei Ohtani, ladies and gentlemen, strikes out career high 13 as the Angels beat the Royals. Shohei Ohtani adheres to strict routine in nearly every aspect of his life. When the latest mound start was delayed 12 minutes by a pre-game ceremony honoring the Angels' 2002 World Series champions. His meticulous preparation then took a hit before he even threw a pitch. A slightly bumpy beginning still led to a second straight incredible night for the two-way superstar. Ohtani struck out a career-high 13 over 8 dominant innings of 2-hit ball, and the American League MVP also reached base 3 times in Los Angeles' 5-0 shutout victory over the Kansas City Royals on Wednesday. After giving up 2 singles to start the delayed first inning, Ohtani, who was 6 for 4 on the mound this season, retired 16 straight Royals and 23 of the final 24 batters he faced, while matching the longest start of his major league career. He allowed just 1 base runner over his final 7 innings on a walk that was quickly erased by a double play. Ladies and gentlemen, let's move over to some NBA news. Rest in peace, ladies and gentlemen, to former NBA player Caleb Swagman, who died at the age of 25. Former NBA player Caleb Swagman died age of 25 on Monday night. His college basketball team, Purdue, announced. The Allen County Coroner's Office confirmed to CNN that he had died of natural causes. In his sophomore year, 2016-2017 season, Swagman averaged 18.5 points per game, 12.5 total rebounds, and 3.1 assists per game for Purdue, helping it to the Sweet 16 of the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship. For his efforts, the forward won Big Ten Player of the Year award and was named a consensus first-team All-American. Swagman made 75 appearances and 4 starts during his 3 seasons in the NBA, after being drafted by the Portland Trail Blazers as the number 26th overall pick in the year 2017. He also played for the Sacramento Kings. Also, ladies and gentlemen, with NBA draft night this past Thursday, the Golden State Warriors selected Tyrese Martin and then later traded him to the Atlanta Hawks after being picked the number 151 pick overall in the NBA draft. The Atlanta Hawks made their final selection of that night on the 2022 NBA draft when they took Tyrese Martin, a senior wing out of UConn, with the number 51th pick. The Hawks acquired the pick along with a cash-in deal with the Golden State Warriors a few minutes earlier in the second round. Martin joins AJ Griffin of Duke as the second member of Atlanta's 2022 draft class. 2022 draft class. Martin is 23 years old, playing 4 collegiate seasons, 2 at Rhode Island and 2 at UConn. He averaged 13.6 points and 7.5 rebounds in his final season at UConn, shooting 43% from the 3-point range, and that mark, ladies and gentlemen, was by far a career high, as Martin was at 3.1% or below from 3 in his previous 3 college seasons. Martin would presumably go to Las Vegas for the Summer League along with AJ Griffin and whatever other undrafted prospects the Hawks are able to sign. Let's move over to some NHL hockey news. Ladies and gentlemen, Tampa Bay Lightning, they keep their three-peat hopes alive after a Game 5 win versus Colorado Avalanche. The Tampa Bay Lightning three-peat bid remains alive after a tough Game 4 loss in which a too many men on the ice infraction was missed. The two-time defending champion Lightning won that game 3-2 on Friday night to prevent the Colorado Avalanche from clinching the Stanley Cup on home ice. Instead, the series will switch back to Tampa Bay's Amelia Arena on Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Channel ABC, with the Avalanche still holding a 3-2 series lead. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's move over to some minor league baseball news. And ladies and gentlemen, it has to do with the Lehigh Valley Ironpigs, as they are in jeopardy of losing all costs for the stadium upgrade as they skyrocket. A plan to enhance amenities at Coca-Cola Park to meet Major League Baseball's new facility standards is coming down to the wire in Allentown, Pennsylvania. In a worst case scenario, it could end with the Ironpigs leaving the Lehigh Valley. The total price tag for the upgrade is now around $9.5 million. And the organization is well short on funding. General Manager Kurt Landis said in an interview on Thursday, the original budget for the project was around $6 million in the year 2020, but has increased due to a spiraling costs and inflation. Landis said the Ironpigs have until the year and month of April 2023 to complete the upgrades and remain in compliance with the Major League Baseball. If they don't, Landis believes they could lose their inflation with the Philadelphia Phillies. Since 2019, ladies and gentlemen, more than 40 minor league teams have lost their Major League Baseball inflations. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here are images from your NBA Draft 2022 this past Thursday, first round and second round of the NBA 2022 draft class. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for this week. Thank you for joining us. I will see you on next Sunday's podcast. Again, tune in to our YouTube channel for all the latest sport updates across the world, across the country, wherever you may be. Hit the like button, subscribe, and view our sports updates on a weekly basis. Again, this is Joseph Hadid for Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your news, your local community. And again, before I sign off, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank to all my viewerships, to all my supporters for subscribing, liking, and following our YouTube channel, Worldwide Sport Updates. As ladies and gentlemen, we just received this past week an email that we have exceeded over 4,000 watch hours, and we are now eligible to become a YouTube partner. And ladies and gentlemen, we cannot thank you enough from the bottom of our hearts. Without you, none of this would have happened. So as we are now a YouTube partner, we are eligible to become a YouTube partner. We can't thank you from the bottom of our hearts for tuning in to Worldwide Sport Updates on our YouTube channel to view the sports updates that are happening across the world and across the country nonetheless. Again, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And ladies and gentlemen, again, this is me, Joseph Hadid, for Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your news, your local community. Signing off. Have a great weekend and have a great work week nonetheless. And I'll see you next Sunday. Bye-bye.